Get money, yeah. Get money here. Get.
And welcome everybody to another live edition of First and Goal with your host, me, Jay in the UP, and
Dave, or at Steak and Cheese.
Dave! Alright, man, we have got big guest tonight, co-founder of Pro Football Guru, Russell Baxter. We have both been very busy.
Woo-hoo!
We are very crazy. We have had lots of exciting things going on today, so we're a little frazzle-dazzled, so we got to get to the news updates right away and then get Mr. Russell on here since we are running behind. Here we go with the
news updates.
The news updates.
Go ahead, Dave.
All right, so it looks like, unfortunately, we couldn't grab Chris Harris to the Broncos. They're basically renting him out for a one-year extension for $12 million. I was kind of hoping Packers would snag him for a trade, but that was just a pipe dream. But of course, he's going to be with Denver and Vic Fangio. I think he's going to be fine there. And other news, the defensive tackle who just got cut by the Bucs, McCoy, is going to visit the Bengals. That's another one. He didn't get a deal with the Browns, and he's flying out there to old Cincinnati. He's going to visit with them soon, and he's going to be visiting the Ravens, which could be very useful being the fact they've lost a lot of defensive talent. So on that note, there's another biggie that I need to come out and say right away. The loss of Bart Starr is another biggie. That's the main point. Man, he was like the epitome of what a player athlete on and off the field should have been and should have been for every NFL player to look up as a model. And it's just a really grieving time still in Green Bay, Packerland, because of just him being around that much, and for him to pass was really tough, even for the younger fans that didn't really get to watch him. He was still out and about when he was healthy, and even as a senior citizen, he was still out there mingling with the fans. He'd stop in the Packers Pro Shop randomly and connect with people.
And on that note, folks, we are going to have a moment of silence here for Mr. Bart Starr. One more crowd cheer for the man. Rest in peace, Mr. Bart Starr, the one and true GOAT before they ever started calling Tom Brady the GOAT. And that
5 championships in a decade, baby.
And 5 consecutive.
Oh, no, I know. I'm just saying, 5 championships in a decade. And go, Pack, go, Bart Starr. Go run that sweep with frickin' Lombardi up in Packer heaven and keep running it over and over again, because it's one of the most beautiful things I'll ever see in my life is the Packers sweep.
Yes, he was a beautiful, if the young folks want to watch some beautiful old tape, go watch the old Bart Starr.
And our condolences out to his wife, Sherry. That family has been through the Packer family for decades.
Truly Mr.
And
Packer.
been there. Yes, literally, if you could pick a face for the Packers, it is Bart Starr. It will always be Bart Starr. We love Rodgers, we love Favre, but it is
no disrespect to either one, but he is Mr. Packer.
That's why those QBs humbled and they put out their condolences, because they know how big of an influence Bart Starr was. Not just to the Packers, to the NFL.
Yeah. Okay, well, let us take us a quick break so we can get Mr. Baxter on the phone and get him here, so we are not wasting any more time, folks. We're going to take a short break, get Baxter on the phone, and get back here so he can share his infinite wisdom and maybe some thoughts on Mr. Bart Starr himself. Here we go.
We're not worthy.
Hey, yo, Jason.
Oh yeah.
Say something to her. Holla at her.
I got one question. How'd you fit all that in them jeans? You know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit of patty cake with no hands. Got me in this club making wedding plans. If I take pictures while you do your dance, I can make you famous on Instagram. Hot damn it, woo. Your booty like 2 planets. Woo. Go ahead and go ham sandwich. Woo. Whoa, I can't stand it. 'Cause you know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit of Cadillac, pop that trunk. Let's take a shot, alley-oop that don't. Tired of working at 9 to 5. Well, baby, let me come and change your life. Hot damn it, woo. Your booty like 2 planets. Woo. Go ahead and go ham sandwich. Woo. Whoa, I can't stand it. 'Cause you know what to do with that big fat butt. Oh, yeah. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Shake it, girl.
Just a little bit of
Wiggle, wiggle. Shake what your mama gave you. Misbehave you. I just want to.
And hello, folks. We are now joined by co-founder Mr. Russell Baxter of Pro Football Guru. Thank you very much for joining the program. We are much humbled.
We're not worthy.
Oh, so I imagine you're doing this from your basement. Is that am I supposed to get that idea?
Yeah, well, yes, that is where I am located in UP, Michigan, in my den dedicated to the Packers. Well, Dave is down in Georgia, and we are connected via conference call of my cell phone, high-tech smartphone.
Kevin went down to Georgia.
Yep, and we are broadcasting live on Spreaker.com. So that is what I am using to be the quote-unquote producer of this said program, Mr. Baxter.
So is this really Jay's World? Is that what you're telling me?
Nope, this is not Jay's World. I'm just
It is. Don't let him humble
Dave
you.
Dave is
it
the brains behind the operation. He always will be. He's just too humble.
If I'm the brains, I'm scared.
Well, that's
we're not worthy. We are not worthy. It's got to be somebody's world.
It's Wayne's World. That's where I have the reference from. That's where you're going.
Absolutely.
Love that movie.
Duh.
I'm old enough. Okay, Mr. Baxter,
right,
so let's get right to it, man. We have to, let's introduce you, brag about yourself, give all your, credentials and all that stuff. You know, pump yourself up, since you're on our airwaves for our listeners.
Well, I've been a member of the NFL media for 35 years. Spent most of the decade to do ESPN. Little stint at CBS doing Thursday Night Football. Founded ProFootballGuru.com back in 2011. Have written for a lot of different websites. Currently for Fansided and NFL Spin Zone and Elite Sports New York. But stints at Bleacher Report. All kinds of different things. And Julie Voigt and I just recently, about less than a year ago, started up something called PFG Vibe, which is Voigt's Insights and Baxter's Expertise, VIBE. I came up with that on my way to the supermarket. So if I didn't need a head of lettuce that night, we would have never had our podcast. But we do some writing together. We've done 22 shows together. We're going to be doing a live a couple of days in Canton, Ohio for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Julie's
That's
not
awesome.
tonight. I am representing me and myself. I think the first thing, that's like I said, I've been in this 35 years. I think the first thing I remember reading was the Ten Commandments. How's that? That would probably put me in the older generation.
Oh boy, dude, hard on yourself. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself.
Right? I mean, you're not etching stone here. Come on.
Now,
besides that, when you do that, it makes me feel young, and that really confuses me because I'm constantly becoming an old man at my job by a bunch of teenagers I work with. So then it just makes me have like an age confusion thing here. So it's not a good thing.
I got it. But when your first paperback is made of papyrus, that's, you're old.
That's good. Okay. Oh boy.
He helped Moses carry the Ten Commandments down the stairs.
Oh geez. So what is your?
You remember the actual history? There were 15. I think somebody dropped 5, right?
Way to go, Ross.
Yes, yeah. There you go. Oh, I love it.
Oh, God.
I love it.
All right. So I got to ask you, Russ, how you feeling about losing the Packers legend, Mr. Starr? I know it's hitting me pretty hard because I didn't get to watch him play, but just even having him around the Packers atmosphere, I've gotten to meet him, and he's just the loss of him has just been a huge blow to the Packers world.
I was on a show last night on CBS and asked a similar question about his impact and so on. And, I never got a chance to meet Mr. Starr. I go out to Canton. I've been going out there religiously for, it'll be 30 years this year. And he's not one of the people I got a chance to meet face to face and so on, but so revered by everybody who's a football fan. And I really found that out. I did a little piece for Fanside. It was pretty much just the details of his career, and I post a lot of different things on Twitter, some Facebook pages, and I decided to post the guys in some team pages that were not the Packers, the Vikings, the Bears, the Eagles, the Steelers, the Cowboys, the Redskins. And I did preface it by saying, not Eagles, but not Steelers, but not Redskins, but okay. I did that, pretty hard on Sunday after the announcement of his passing, and I can safely say, I get to see one disparaging remark from the hundreds of people who remarked about the piece. That should tell you something about how he was revered, how he was respected. It's a name that is synonymous with football. Bart Starr. Okay?
He's the epitome of an athlete, what's supposed to be on and off the field.
We were just talking about if you could put a face of a franchise, it would be for the Packers. It would be Bart Starr. He is Mr. Packer. I think for all generations, even younger fans, realize and know who Bart Starr is and how important he is to the Packers, history and present and future of the franchise. I think that says something too.
Absolutely, but take it a step further. I think to the National Football League. I mean, just in general. I mean, you could make. I guess you could make this argument because this comes up every once in a while.
Oh God, are you going where I think you're going to go? Oh, I hope you're going.
I think he's going there.
I think he might go there. Please go there, Russell.
I didn't know I was going anywhere, but
who's buying?
I'm gonna take you there if you don't go there. Let's put it like that.
Now I'm fascinated. Where'd you think I was going?
I want to know because I have this theory that as well and as revered as Tom Brady is for his 6 championships, and how he is talked about as the GOAT. If you look at it, the real GOAT that gets no respect is actually Bart Starr, who won 5 championships in 10 years and was the only quarterback to do it 5 straight times, and doesn't get credit because 3 of them, for some reason in football, we get no credit for post-Super Bowl championships, the only professional sport that has decades of championships that are not honored, which baffles me also. And that my other argument is Tom Brady in 10 to 20 years will be remembered similar to Bart Starr and not be considered the GOAT, just like Bart Starr really isn't, because that's just how it seems to be.
Well, that wasn't anywhere close to where I was going, but that's a really nice story. and that's great. No,